This just in from the Msnn, Ministry of Souls News Network. Good Lord. So, Hal's getting ready to receive some souls by the looks of it. I'll put all the links in the description box below, but let me tell you what's been happening. The French police have donned their shields and everything and joined the side of the firefighters in order to protect the people of France. And when your military and your police force turn on you, you're screwed as a leader. It means that when the rebellion hits, you have no one protecting you. And the French have had enough. So that's Macron going down. Germany will be next because, remember, with the whole Bella One thing, it looks like God is starting to take pot shots at everybody involved in what happened with the Bella One, with the whole Venezuela thing. They're all now being made to be held accountable in the universal courts of God's law. And it's fabulous. Speaking of fabulous, a fifth person has been arrested in the Keir Starmer rent boy arson. It's all fire-based. This news is all fire-based. In the Keir Starmer rent boy arson attack, a fifth rent boy, a 19-year-old. So this is why he's trying to go for removed jury courts, because his trial's set for the 27th of April and he is desperate to not have any of what is going on with him exposed. He's terrified that that his rent boys are gonna start talking. His Ukrainian rent boys, speaking of Ukrainian, a Ukrainian, was he a politician? Because I quickly skimmed it. Was thrown from a building. He was in Italy and he was thrown from a building. He was silenced. He was beaten and silenced, which means that he was getting ready to talk. And this is everything that I said was going to happen, you know, for the Ukrainian, because so many people have been involved in helping themselves to the Ukrainian War Fund money, from, you know, von der Leyen to Trump, all of them. So many Ukrainian officials as well. And it looks like he was getting ready to sign some sort of private deal where maybe he was going to expose some things, and so they shut him up. And I said that was going to happen. I said that people would start turning up no longer alive, because they would be trying to save themselves by pointing fingers. I call it conscience confessing. So now they're starting to top Ukrainian officials to shut them up. So this scandal, when it blows, it's going to be big. And then Lindsey Graham, that gay little whatever he is, he looks like a gimp. He really does look like a gimp. You can just see him in a gimp mask and everything, being whipped by 19-year-old rent boys. Has threatened Britain and France and Germany and that with war, basically, that if they comply with the ICC, ban the arrest of Netanyahu, America's coming after them. So now America's turned into a terrorist state. It's all falling apart. Melania's accidentally exposed some Trump family secrets. She's been forced to have to testify in court. And there's things that are incriminating the Trump family with the whole Epstein thing. It's like the Lord told me, keep away, just keep away and let me do my thing. And just every now and then I go in to, because I'm waiting for news myself, I'm waiting for news to drop. And what I saw in there, just hilarious. France is falling apart, the people are turning on them. Iraqi veterans have turned on Starmer, so now the military are turning on Starmer because he's offended the Iraqi veterans. And you know me with my Iraqi veterans, my Iraqi and Afghanistani veterans, they're, you know, a special place in my heart over this. And the Falklands and that too, now because of that man that died on the doorway of Tesco's. And yeah, all hell's broken loose. I'll put the links in the description box. But the other thing is, it's kind of creepy, but there's people mimicking me on YouTube. Like the, other than he who hides in the darkness that shines the light, my imaginary bestie, you know, my imaginary communicating without having to speak words, imaginary best friend, I'm finding tarot readers, and yeah, it's because I'm looking for staff, you see. I'm looking for teachers for when I build my Amber Wilkinson School of Witchcraft. I'm not looking for mimics. I'm looking for teachers to teach my philosophy. And this is the problem that I had with my students. They thought because they were in my class, they could tell me what to do. There is nobody on the earth living now or in the future who has the right to tell a gatekeeper what to do. And it's like when I saw it, it made my blood run cold, because I was like, oh my God, like I'm looking for people to impart, to teach, so that they can take my teachings and teach it to other people. But what I've been discovering is these videos where they are taking things that I've said to turn it to tell me what to do, or to tell me about myself, like they think I don't know myself. Now the thing is, I've spent decades designing my tarot cards. Well, my first deck, my folk deck, FOTE, force open the eye deck, isn't technically a tarot deck. It's to decalcify you. It's to decalcify your pineal gland, activate your vagus nerve, and kind of not rush your ascension, but start your ascension. It's like an ascension pack. And you will not be able to buy this deck anywhere in the world. They will be given to the members of my because I'm going to have like membership clubs, and the only people who will have access to my folk deck are the people that sign on as students to come to the Amber Wilkinson School of Witchcraft. So these aren't decks that you will be able to buy anywhere. They will be so legally binding that when you are given this deck of cards, you will have to sign a legal waiver. Because like this isn't a you don't mess with these cards kind of deck of cards, because I'm giving you access to realms that any other normal person on the planet is never going to have access to. Not even the best readers in the world. Not even the best AI fake readers selling fake AI. I was sitting in my prayer altar and an angel came to me and said, I need to give you this message, kind of. AI can't have access to this sort of stuff, but I'm going to be, when you have your training with me, if I think you have what it takes to be offered a placement at the Amber Wilkinson School of Witchcraft, you will be given this deck of cards. And then from there, I will introduce my cards for reading, but they're not going to be anything like any kind of deck that you see. But my sisters were card readers. My Arab ancestors were card readers. This is in my blood. I started reading when I was 16. My sister, I've told you the story, and she read normal playing cards, but my other sister read tarot. I've got another sister that reads tarot as well. So cards were the very first tool that I learned to train from. And I have spent decades studying people. And it's how I came across Sand Tarot and all that, because I wanted to see how other people responded to tarot readings. And then when I started developing the idea to build my school and to, do with my brew house, selling coffee readings, teacup readings, palm readings, tarot readings, that sort of thing, the way that I have designed my foundation, it's every area is based on a different stage of ascension. And where my brew house is, where you will have your readings in that, is all in the ether area. So people won't, because we're not, even though I call it going into town, because I'll have shops and everything, people will refer to each area. I'm just going to be up at the ethers. I'm just going to be down in the underworld. I'm just going over to the earth kingdom. Like, I'm just going over to earth. I'll be at earth. I'll be at fire, and people will know what area you're in. Because we won't sort of really have streets in that. So you'll be able to come and have card readings and palm readings and coffee cup readings and tea leaves readings and that, but I will not employ anyone who tries to get in with me by kissing my ass, by trying to impress me, by thinking that if they copy me, I'll be impressed, because I'm not looking for a mimic. I'm looking for people who are strong enough to stand in their own power as individuals, who are prepared to take everything that I'm going to teach them and that my teachers will teach them, and use that to go out into the world and help the people that God calls to them to help. And unfortunately, one of the people that I had in mind for being a teacher is just, I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. Really disappointed. So I have to take them off the list now. But yeah, I want to. I I will come and teach some things, because obviously I have to work around my stomach and that, and I want to have a baby and look after my kids and all that. So I'll come down and teach some things, like the stuff that the teachers won't be allowed to teach. But for the rest of it, I'll have the teachers there. And this person that I have to take off the list, I had in mind for being a teacher. And I'm devastated, because I had real high hopes for this one, but it just obviously wasn't meant to be. But yeah, my brew house, you'll be able to come and then you'll be able to book, like, it's like a whole thing. It's all planned out. I can't wait. I'm so excited. And that'll be at the other end of the park. Whereas like the Amber Wilkinson School of Witchcraft will be in the underworld. Because it'll be where it's going to be all conducted in my haunted house, and well, what's going to look like a haunted house, because it'll be the haunted house for Halloween. It'll be the graveyard where we bury all the veterans who are part of the George Callaghan Trust and all of that. So I spent, oh my God, probably hundreds of thousands of hours I have spent studying these tarot readers within an inch of their life. I've got a whole list written down in my book of people that I want to approach, and now I'm going to have to find somebody else to be a teacher. There's still one though, thankfully. So yeah, back to the drawing board. Hundreds of thousands of hours I have spent studying, because in designing my own tarot deck, my tarot deck isn't going to be, my tarot deck is going to be based on how tarot used to be originally. Just like how my readings used to be, where it is kind of like, not predictive, but guidance. Getting into your intuition and guiding you based on connecting with your conscious self to balance your subconscious self to guide you into the future. Not a this is going to happen, that's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. Tarot was originally designed for, like, as a means of teaching one's inner philosophy. So, yeah. While my tarot cards will be available to buy, my folk deck won't. And when you buy my folk deck, when you're given my folk deck, you will have to sign a legal waiver. Just like when you sign up for my school, you'll have to sign a legal waiver. So all I need is someone who can do really good hand-drawn art, because I want my decks to be I want the art to be hand-drawn, because obviously I'm not going to do anything based on computers and stuff at all. Even if he's using a stylus and a Wacom pad, that's still hand-drawn, because I want to keep creative talent alive. AI is replacing everything for everyone. It's replacing art. It's replacing writers. It's replacing artists. It's replacing writers. It's replacing musicians, and I won't have that in my school. So everything will be hand-drawn. Everything will be, composed tradition. I'm keeping artistic and creative tradition alive and keeping musicians and writers and artists and that employed. There will be no AI nothing. You won't be allowed to use AI nothing. I'm going to be really strict when it comes to who I give jobs to. I only want the best. And that includes with my teachers, so I'm gutted about I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I check in on them, and because I test them to see if I can upload information to see how receptive they are. It's all part of the training, and I have spent the best part of almost 10 years, be 10 years this year I think, the best part of 10 years looking for the perfect people to bring on board to come and work with me in this school. I just didn't realise back then that what I was creating was going to end up as big as what it was. So, Yeah, so I'll put links in the description box below, but all hell's broken loose with Starmer and Macron, and yeah, Lindsey Graham's now threatening Great Britain and all that with acts of terrorism. America has now officially become a terrorist state, and the military's turning on Starmer, the police have turned on Macron, the topping Ukrainian officials, because they're all hell's broken loose. So God's opened up the gateways to hell and he's starting to kick people in it. It's just hilarious that a fifth rent boy's been arrested in the Starmer thing. It's all starting to come out and he's scrambling to try and stop jury trials, because by April, because he knows that dirt's about to come out. It means that whoever is assigned as a judge is probably a pal of Starmer's, but yeah, he's trying to stop the juries because he doesn't want what's coming out to come out when these rent boys start talking, because they've all pleaded not guilty, you see. So it has to go to jury trial because they were put up to it. And good on them. Good on them for talking. They should absolutely 100% be spilling the beans on that man. So, and I said to him that dirt was going to start coming up about him, that former lovers and current lovers and all that would start talking. I warned him what was coming. Trump is literally rotting. And in one of the dreams that I had where I talked about, was it Mars, Neptune and Saturn, the Trine? I'll put a link. I said about karma playing out, hell playing out on Earth before they died. They'd live hell on Earth. One of the things I talked about was rotting flesh. One of the punishments would be like your flesh rotting, I said. So yeah, he's like at the end of his days. It's been fascinating to watch, because I've turned my back on everything, because God said just focus on your videos, and that's what I've been doing. I'm only allowed to pop my head up during certain things. I'm just to post my videos, and I've done my bit for the king now. There's nothing more I can do. It's all up to him now. So I'm just being told to focus on my videos and work on. I'm still trying to work on the storyline to Yata no Kagami. So I keep changing how it's going to go. I kind of have the basic premise, but yeah, I'm still working on that. And I'm watching and observing, and it's been fascinating. I'm up here all by myself in the creation frequency. I'm in the atomic frequency all by myself. And it's so peaceful and quiet, but all hell's breaking loose. It reminds me of that dream that I had where I was sitting on the North Star, and God was setting fire to places all around the world because he'd had enough. And there was the man behind me crying. And I said to him, it's all right. Like, I'll look after you. I'll put links in the description box. But yeah, oh my God. All hell's broken loose, and it's fabulous because it means that Satan's getting ready to start pull them down, just like in the book of Revelation. So absolutely nobody has faith in America anymore. Just like Great Britain with Starmer, they've become like the embarrassment of the world because of Trump. He's screwed up monumentally. Same with Starmer. They're all going down. So Germany will be next. Watch for rebellions in Germany, because that'll be next. So, and then it'll be like Iceland and Norway and Ukraine, all the countries that were involved in that Venezuela thing. You start watching the uprising, and it's happening here in the UK. So yeah, it's all going to start kicking off around the world now. So I can't do any more for King Charles. All I can do, it's up to him now. But it looks like he's doing very well. I'm very proud of him. But I am waiting for news, and we'll just see what happens there. But yeah, all hell's broken loose, and it's everything I've been saying was coming. So it's fabulous. It's God's wrath. I love it. So I'm going to go now, make myself a second coffee and bring my bin in. I'll speak to you later. Ka kite anō. Mwah.